Dear sis, I'm going to interrupt our regularly scheduled programming to say that sometimes it's okay to tell people to go to hell. And I just learned that just now. For a very long time, I have always tried to be this representation of the most polished person, right? Like a perfect Patty, a perfect Patricia. That was always me. And so that even translated and continues to translate, but I'm deconstructing in social media land, right? Always having the right thing to say, the perfect polished presentation, all of these things, right? And thank God we are in an era of society where people just want people to be real. And I just want to be real too. I made a video about someone that a lot of people actually do not like. I don't know why, because I'm still relatively new to this person. That's besides the point. You see what this lady up here said? And it's a whole list of people. It's a list of people calling me delusional. Calling me delusional because I was showing gratitude for someone that a lot of people do not like. Now, why they don't like her, that's none of my business. I don't really care. It doesn't concern me. But, she tried me. And I just wanted to say for the first time, look what I said. I thought I said go to hell, but apparently I said, ma'am, you can meet me in hell. Meet me in hell. Because we at no time have the same God, not with that energy that you're bringing. So I'm saying all this to say that as someone who is, of course, a reformed people pleaser, I tell you this all the time, as someone who has grown up with a narcissistic father, and I mean narcissist in every way, who has been in narcissistic relationships, who has been bullied throughout her lifetime, and many other different things. I used to keep my mouth quiet, right? I used to always think that it was in my better interest to not say anything, to keep the peace, to, just hold back my truth. But the older I get, and thank God for wisdom, I realized that those are tactics either that the universe is trying to urge me with in order to see who I am, or those are spiritual principles trying to keep the true me at bay. Either way, the physiological makeup of fear and the voice being shut down, the throat chakra, really goes down to the root and sacral. I'm an energy healer. And so, what that looks like is a burnout of the vagus nerve, which is the longest nerve in the body. And it is responsible for many different elements of your energy, of your agility. It really serves in making you as functional as possible. And when we are in a state of overwhelm, that begins to overwork itself until it can no longer function, which makes you tired, which makes you quiet, which can make you withdrawn and give you bouts of depression, right? And then this can cause chemical imbalances, all those things. But then when you start to work on yourself, as I've been sharing with you over the past few days, how to do so, your shadow work, affirmations, journaling, mirror exercises, yoni steams and hip movement. Now we're working with the feminine principle. As you begin to do this, you begin to alleviate the pressure that came from burnout within the vagus nerve, and you begin to regenerate it, which means you begin to open up, you begin to flourish, you begin to bloom, and then you can use your vocal cords, but not only just your cords, your vocal identity, which is most important. It becomes the representative for how you defend who you are. And this is very important for establishing who you are, leaving your imprint, leaving your impact in the earth as a seed. And what you decide to do with that, how you decide to cultivate it, that's all on you. But every now and again, you don't need to think this process through. Sometimes you just need to let people have it. Now, I did this in the comments and it really wasn't even that nasty, but it did give me a thought. It did spawn an idea that sometimes when people tell other people to go to hell, maybe the other person did deserve it. If somebody says shut the F up or goes full range, and I'm not talking the use of violence, maybe not only did the other person deserve it, but it was time that the person that said it gave themselves permission to speak what was on their mind. Now, maybe you think I'm wrong or in error for telling her to meet me in hell. I don't know. I thought I told her to go to hell. Now, you see how much anger can take over just real fast? And it really wasn't anger. I was just like, what is this? This is nonsense. I don't even know you. I don't even know you. Go to hell or meet me there. Either way, I want you to know that it is important to continue to do your shadow work and your healing, because freedom of the soul, it is what is most important in this lifetime. It is navigating the life that you were given, but doing so by allowing your soul to lead. And your soul has to be free. And most of us that have battled with telling our truths and telling our stories and, confessing all these things and being comfortable with who we are, we just have not let our soul be free. So I just want to say this to you. Sometimes if you have to cuss somebody out, do it. Now, if you don't want to, follow me after this, if you don't want to mess with me, that's cool. I understand. I don't know why I told her to meet me in hell. But I want you to say what's on your mind. I want you to say what's on your mind. And don't let what anyone has to say, especially when they are superimposing spiritual tactics of fear. What's between you and your God is between you and your God. I love you. I'm going to see you next time. And I want you to speak your mind.